here we go. So we are now going to, I finally decided what I want to do with the second piece of the granite. I already programmed the first piece and it's working really well, and I've been able to start using it as a counter. So it works now. I've got the dishwasher, the plumber came today. So the dishwasher's installed, so I'm actually using it like a countertop. It wants very minimal things on it. I do love my paper towel holder, like I love it. And I got soap there. It might just go like up on the windowsill because I don't really want to obscure the counter. She put in the fixture. This thing is incredible. I'm not going to go on about it, but I love it. Very minimal. I didn't want anything like other than that on the counter, and that's because of what's going to go over the stove. So that's it. But ever since programming, I've been able to use it like a counter, and I can still, nothing's changed. It doesn't matter which one I use. I can, no matter what I do, it is now programmed to follow the energy line of the counter, and of the line I put it into, I programmed. And when I did this, I used Smokey quartz. I don't know, it was just what I went to. If you remember, I made this line I went off the natural line right here. Hi, Max. And then if you remember, I went over here, but I made it draw out when it didn't do that before. And then if you remember, I came over here and I made it do this when it didn't do that before. And then I made it go out. Okay, so it's working just the way I programmed it. I took everything off and it's working. So it's been a couple of days, and this other piece has not wanted me to put anything on it. It's been a little argumentative. It doesn't like that it's been cut. It's upset that it's part of the countertop. It's not happy. And so I've been waiting to kind of tell the energy of it to what I want to do for a while, because I'm aware of it. I can feel it. My kids can feel it. And this is the piece that I was the most in love with. It was the focal point. And so what I decided finally, I was waiting for the right intention. That piece, I just wanted the energy to flow together. It didn't have anything, but this piece feels like it needs intention. And it's argumentative. I went to put something on it, and I heard in my head, "Don't set something on me." And I was like, "You're a countertop." And it was like, "I am not a countertop." And I was like, "You are." And then I put it on the other table, and I was like, okay, either I'm completely fucking insane, 100% clairaudient, or I've got an amazing gift with crystals and I understand what they need, and it's C. That would be the amazing gift with crystal. So I finally realized that what I want to do is make this stone. It's the center of my home. So so we're in the kitchen, right? The kitchen's the focal point of your home. And my kitchen's kind of messy, right? But there's like the family room, there's the kitchen, and that's what we're about to do. But like there's the focal point, and then, you know, you go around the house and you've got other rooms. It goes places. Plus I have the stone out here. All right, so anyway, so I decided what I really wanted to do was use it as a house blessing, and that I think that I needed to make the countertop feel like it's home. So rather than program it to do anything other than that, I decided I was going to welcome it home. But it felt like it needed a lot of help in guiding the energy. So I'm just about done placing these other stones, and I'm going to explain what they're doing. I just got hit with inspiration. I didn't put like any, hey, this is before, after. I did it, and then I was like, oh, I should probably stop and explain what I'm doing. Okay, so here's the gist of it. These are all Smokey quartz generators. And as I was putting them out, I realized many of my Smokey quartz generators have Isis heads, which are the ones that have like one angle that's different than the others. And it just so happens like a lot of mine have it. I didn't realize it, but they do. So I pulled off my Smokey quartz shelf. I just brought all the Smokey quartz generators out here, and I put them all on the counter, and then the scenic ones wanted to go away. And I just kind of fit who felt weird. And now I'm almost done placing it. I know that I want the candle here in the center of this band. And I know that what it is that I need to really push the energy. So I have, because of these Isis heads, I wanted to put this piece like this so that it would refine the energy, but it's all wrong. I want you to take a quick minute to like understand this. My first gut instinct is to point that to make it together. But what you're doing is directing. So your actually intention is to line up the angles here and here because it's going to direct it. And it does not have to be symmetrical. So as I'm doing this, I realized I'm making boundaries for the energy lines. I kept putting them places, and I'm noticing I'm putting them in weak spots. So the candle's right in the middle, okay? And it's a house blessing candle. And this one's a pretty big Mac Daddy. He's on the end. He's just gorgeous. These are all smoky quartz, okay? There's a lot of smoky quartz in this stone. It is kind of a protective stone, and so I think we needed a house blessing with a protective stone. Here on the end, it just felt like this piece wanted to be on the end. He's a little darker, but boy, is he gorgeous. My smoky quartz generators are amazing. All right, so then this one. Now, this is that blue stripe that I love. And so we're getting right at the other end of that to kind of boundary it in. See how this and this are kind of boundarying that. And it doesn't matter which way it wants to run because we're going to push all the energy towards an exit. Just like we did over there. We pushed it all towards the wall. We're going to push all of this energy this way, okay? We're essentially giving the stone an outlet or a way to still be welcomed and part of our home while being a congruent part of it. So now I'm getting to the point where I'm just kind of adjusting stuff. I have certain things like on certain levels because of different places, and all together it's going to work really nicely. I'm firming up the weak spots. There's a weak spot right here. There's a funny Isis head on this piece. I feel like this part is stronger. I feel like there's a weak spot right here, and I kind of want to use this. You just feel it. I do not want to put anything right there. For some reason, I tried a couple of times, and I do not feel like there needs to be a stone there. But it looks like there needs to be one there. I don't know. Let's see what's happening here and kind of who wants to be where. Is this the one with the, this is one of my, this one, okay, I already know this. This is one of my favorite pieces. It looks like there's a man in there. He's in the back. He's like 3D. He's in the back. He's right there. I mean, you can see him. And no matter which way it turns, it becomes his body. See him right there? Hi, buddy. And he sticks out, and there's a face in there. And it's a really cool piece. That's all that it is. It's perfectly clear with that guy in it. And he is right here at the end, and he is going to guide it out. Oh, you can see him. Look at him. He's like, let's go, guys. He's going to guide it out here. So we're going to work with these other stones that are going to work with him to guide the energy. So this is going to help that boundary. This feels right about here. That's a real light smoky quartz, but it's still smoky quartz. I still don't know what I'm doing with him yet. You know what's funny is I know exactly what I'm going to do with him. The scenic quartz did not know scenic quartz was in the grid. And that was one of the first things that I went to grid with. Okay, so let me explain something. This shelf up here is my smoky and scenic shelf. Okay, so this is all of my smoky quartz and scenic shelf. So this is technically scenic because it has this on it, okay? But it's really clear, and it works really well with a lot of energy. So I keep it up here because it tends to be protective. This is a pretty heavy scenic. I keep it because of him. He is well, you can see he's a lion in a stone. You can see his face, you can see his silhouette. And he's scenic, and he's a guide of mine. So they all wanted to stay. And they were the first stones that I brought out there, thinking, oh, they'll love it. This one is smoky, and I brought him out, but he's got scenic. And as soon as that scenic, it just did not work. This grid needed pure smoky quartz. So pure smoky quartz generators you want? Well, I can do it. So let's see how that feels when we walk in. Because when we're setting this up, before we activate it, now, it looks imbalanced, but it actually feels really good. This feels right. There's kind of one piece that I might tweak a little, and I'm thinking it might be like right here. But no, it's not. It's right. this is perfect. I walked in and it felt right. Okay? It just feels right. You got this. Is all gonna, this band here. These guys are gonna work together with him, but he's gonna keep that corner energy safe, and they're all gonna push here a little bit. Then we're gonna bring in the beautiful house blessing, and look at by the stove. Now we have some weak spots over there by the stove, but we're not going to the end. I feel like that's strong. I feel like that quartz is working with this, and not to mess with it. Like, don't fuck with that area. Don't put something on it. And that's all gonna push here through this band. And then we have our lighter. See how there's a lot of the darker smoky is on the outside, except for that piece, and how the lighter, clearer is on the inside. I love my light, clear pieces. I just love them. So anyway, that's going to bring it right here. Is this one shape? So I kind of feel like I'm having trouble positioning this one angle-wise for the best direction. He's cut funny. It's this Isis is the side is here is Isis. But it's kind of, that'll work right there. That works. So you have to kind of, before you activate a grid, make sure your points are the way that you want them to conduct. Because especially a grid of this magnitude, when I activate this thing, it's gonna be like, holy shit, it's not gonna know what hit it. So I'm just about ready to activate it. What I'm gonna do is, well, I guess like that's, what I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it here unactivated, and I'm going to think about it. I know this is right. It's not activated yet. So I'm going to go meditate in the tub, and then I'm going to decide what I'm doing. And I'll come back on and I'll hop on a video.